So I just got this John Deere 180. It came with no front tires, and I got some front tires on. That one, I either need to put a different one on or change the tube. It's got some horns that aren't wired up. Lights have bad wires. And this thing actually ran as soon as I got it. I just pressed the button and it fired up immediately. They've got it wired to this little button right here. But then it cut out and it was smoking really bad, so I think it's got a blown head gasket and maybe fouled the plug. But overall, seems like it's going to be a good machine. I did a little customization to change it from that seat, which is only the pan and missing one spring, to change it to that seat. So I'll show you that. I have the rear fenders back here because I was putting some primer on it so I can repaint it John Deere green when I get it. So what I did was I took a piece off of that seat and I tack welded it here, here, under here, and over here. My welds aren't the best, but it's enough to, those tack welds are enough to hold on the seat. I got a pretty good layer of primer. It's like 1.5 layers of primer. Great, that bug just, those bugs are red, so now that's everywhere. But yeah, it's pretty nice so far. I had to cut out that right there because it was like, it faced up and it was in the way of mounting that. But overall it's really nice, except for the fact it doesn't have the little plastic pieces that mark the gear. But I think I'm gonna make this a personal tractor to keep for myself because I don't really have any that are for working. I've got one I'm building into mud mower, but this one is pretty heavy duty, and I think I can fit a snowblower onto it. At first I bought it to just take the transmission out and to turn into a trailer like that, but it's a bit too nice for that. I think either my starter is going out, or it could just be because I have a really bad booster pack. But I wasn't able to get it to fire even with brake clean down the carb, which before it fired on minimum idle out of nowhere without me even messing with it. But for the most part, it's a nice tractor. So I'm gonna replace that spark plug and probably do the head gasket, change the oil, maybe drain the gas because it is a bit old, but for the most part the gas is still pretty good. And but I got this on trade with that motor for the little Ariens riding mower that was pretty much junk, and I only had it for sale for $100. Well, it's not junk, but it's all rusty and needs points cleaned and everything, and was missing gas tank. But now I have it so that seat can be mounted up, and that, like, I'm probably gonna have to redo it eventually because that seat is a bit torn up, but it's good, better for now. And yeah, they have this little button wired up for the starter. I'm probably gonna find a deck and snowblower for it. I'm not sure what this is for. This may have been for the horn. I'm probably gonna wire up another push button like that for the horn. And then on all these, this one's got a really bad spring. This one seems to work okay, but they're all missing the little knobbies, so I might make some custom knobbies out of a golf ball or something and try to wire up these horns and lights if I can. I'm not really good at wiring, but it's got a hell of compression, which I don't think it's a good thing. I think that's another indication of a blown head gasket. Maybe it could be the valves out of adjustment, but I think what the problem is the little part of the gasket that stops that goes in between the valves and the head and the piston are blown. So I think extra compression is getting into the cylinder and into the valves, or my valves need to be shimmed down or replaced. But it's a decent project for now. everything works. I checked the gears, they all work. It doesn't have any seat safety or clutch safety though. So I might put in clutch safety, I'm not sure yet. But it's got the separate brake and clutch that I like. And this mounting piece of the fender is broken, but I think I can just use that big spacer that's on there, and if I torque it down enough, I think it will stay. Or I'll just put a new mounting spot. But besides that, there isn't really much, except I'm gonna get a tube for that one tire, clean up the hood a bit. I might repaint the hood, but I don't know, I might be able to get this spray paint off of it and maybe it will be fine. But it's got these weights on the back and everything, so yeah.